Welcome back. This is Empower. We focus on people and workplace. I'm glad you're together with us. My name is Beatrice Chuchu. Now, Christine, you're talking about planning, and
Yes.
Maybe someone is watching and wondering, for you to become a financial planner or to be an advisor in financial planning, to be an advisor in financial analyst, what are you supposed to do in school?
Okay, what you're supposed to do, some go for degree in economics.
Yes.
Also degree in finance. You can still financial planning. It's about in accounts.
Yes.
You can still pursue accounts and become a good financial advisor or financial planner.
Yes.
But for you to become a financial analyst, you have to do it as a course, because analytical when you go for BCom, when you go for degree of finance,
Yes.
Financial analyst, you do it as a topic, but for you to be a good satisfied financial analyst,
Yes.
and you have to do it as a course. And for you to be a satisfied financial planner, it's good for you to do it also as a course, because ukienda kufanya degree in finance, like you brush it, unaipitia kama short courses, but ukifanya now, ukispecialize,
yes,
you can specialize for 6 months, you can specialize for a year, depending on what you can specialize in certificate, you can specialize in diploma. So at the end of the day, you become efficiency,
Yes.
into the industry, because at the end of the day, you never know. Like for instance, if you're working for insurance companies,
Yes.
For people who have done satisfied financial planning, they are best to become good financial advisors,
Yes.
than for someone who has done chartered financial analyst, because so there are two different things, because analyzation is different from planning.
Yes.
I can do analyzation in economic growth, but I cannot, it might be difficult for you to advise you in planning. So those are two different things, but when you go for those two,
yes,
then you are good to get into the industry.
And how did you get into this? Is it that something that you had done, you had seen someone done? What motivated you to do this course?
Okay,
to follow this line?
I'm a very good entrepreneur. Like I can sell anything to make a coin.
Yes. Is that becoming an entrepreneur or a salesperson?
Yes, mimi ni ule mtu mwenye mtane hello. Kuna nataka unitafutie mtu wa kuweka choo za nyumba, namwambia nini? Hizo I supply. I used to buy clothes in Kampala. Mimi ndio mtu nikiwa first year, mimi ndio mtu mwenye najua market ya Kampala kuliko Isili. Kuliko wenyeji wa huko.
So now you're in campus,
but I was selling clothes and handbags nikiwa shule. My father is listening up to now. I don't create stories to please anyone. But when nikiwa first year, I paid for my sister akaingia secondary by doing a business, and
in school.
Everything is a testimony, and he can watch this atajua I'm not lying. Then after that nikaanza I started growing that in fact I was to do journalist. For those who know me, they know that niliacha journalist nikiwa nimefanya for a short period of time, nikaingia that. Yes, I switched. Sijui niliona nilisikia that ni kama itanipeleka mahali. I wanted to do kuange na report. I loved the way campus used to report things but at the end of the day I switched on. And then after that I was employed by Britam for contract of 3 years
to sell
in a pension department. And but also after a year I was nikapelekwa kwa field now ya kufanya trainings in different companies, banks on financial planning. and hapo ndio nilipata experience for almost 4 years.
Yes,
I have a
yes.
4 years experience in financial planning, financial advisory, and through that experience, it has given me that easiness of solving financial problems and giving solution
So
to
maybe a
people.
question there.
Yes,
You've left campus, now you're working.
yes.
Did you go back again to do the CFA or the CE?
I went back to do chartered financial analyst, both satisfied financial planning, nika combine for me to become, but it was Britam used to sponsor.
Oh, so they sponsored you.
They used to sponsor nilikujanga wakati they were sponsoring for
Okay.
nini.
That's fine.
for-
Maybe
yes.
maybe another question regarding the same. So after you've gone to pensions department, you are training, so your interests continued to grow,
My interest continues to grow.
and you decided that is the route to go.
That is the route to
That's
go.
exactly what you are doing today.
Yes.
So what gives you satisfaction as you do that?
What gives me satisfaction is when I see what I studied coming to reality. Like when I see people get into stability, when you advise someone and then anakuja, there are so many people have come back to me, Mazi Christine, if it was not for you, like right now, like to say me for instance, during COVID, so many people came in. If I had not saved, if I had not gone to this route, I don't know how I would survive. I don't know how I would pay my rent. I don't know how I would, like, at the end of the day, when you see people getting satisfied for what you offer, it brings fulfillment. But one of the things we fail as financial planners is something called self-interest. Especially when you are working with the different, when you are independent and working with the different companies.
Yes, yes.
People want to make money out of clients. Commission. Yes.
So in such a field whereby, yeah, I would agree with you that people that sell to us, especially things that is not touchable, sometimes we get wrong information. But you as a Christian, what makes you different in such a setup? So that you are unique, that someone
Yes.
would prefer to go to Christine
Yes.
than anyone else. Or should someone has a need, they will call Christine, not any other person. Knowing that kind of a setup or such kind of things that happen.
Number one is to be real. Number one is to not to lie to a client. And number one is to also to put yourself in shoes of that client.
Yes.
Supposing it was me, will I take this direction? So at the end of the day, I better nikule hii kidogo, but at the end of the day, this person nakuja si kumdanganya in this direction.
Yes.
So at the end of the day, sometimes we think they are small sins. Sometimes we think it's nothing. But at the end of the day, when, like, I know this suits you well, but I give you something different.
Yes, yes.
I might not categorize it as a sin, but at the end of the day, even you walk in guiltness, because, like, why do I want to loot to loot you by getting to this direction?
Yes.
Like for instance, someone is 50 years or is 6 years and maybe wants a plan. He wants a 10-year plan, but unakuja unampatia a 20-year plan. So a 20-year plan, this person will be at 70 years. So at the end of the day, when the other thing in Ujuni, the more you give a long plan, the person benefits more than the person who gives maybe a middle plan or a short plan. So at the end of the day, we have to be, you have to analyze and give the client something that suits, because at the end of the day, watakuja kusoma, maybe you might not know today.
Yeah,
that's the mistake you do.
future.
But even within the next 2 years,
They may
you'll be going back, Nini. This is what I wanted, and when did she give me this direction? We are friends, we serve together.
Good, I get you, but
Yes.
our time is running short. So maybe a question as we get closer to close the program, maybe. How has faith really guided you all along since you're young until you are where God has placed you right now. How would you say that faith has influenced you?
Okay, in basic of faith is like in this field, like you wake up even not knowing whom you're meeting.
Yes.
You open an office. By the end of the day, haujui ni nani. But through faith, God works in mysterious ways.
Yes.
Like let me say that this is not a field whereby you get into a field and you sit down. Mshahara ikuji. It's a field whereby now you have to bring results, and the results are there outside the people. So at the end of the day, you end up approaching strangers, both born again and non-believers. Ujui mtu ako wapi, nini. So at the end of the day, faith will always, like you walk in up. Like there are days that are so low. Like for instance, let's say during COVID, ungeambiwa na mtu leta 200,000 uinvest during COVID and ungetoa wapi?
I don't have, or even if I have, I don't want to spend.
You have lost, you don't have, you don't want to spend. Maybe people have lost jobs, and you are here, you want to give financial guidelines. Whom are you giving guidelines? Companies have been closed, businesses have been closed. So at the end of the day, how am I surviving? But at the end of the day, like faith has kept me going. Like in and out, God has been faithful. Like God has worked in a ways like you can't understand. At the end of the day, even you can't tell like how have I survived. But sometimes God gives you that strength. God gives you that hope for tomorrow, that things will be better. And things have been better. Zingekuwa si better tungekuwa tunakaa hivi.
Beautiful. Now, you're parting short as we finish the program.
Yes.
Few words
few
to
words.
our viewers.
Like my parting shot is that we are living in 21st century generation, whereby things have gone in different sides, low moments of life, others going through high moments of life. But I believe that like life is full of seasons. And I don't know the season you are in. I don't know what you want in life. But one thing I know is that God gives his sons and daughters special grace to mount through all seasons of life. Maybe you are there, maybe you have pursued different courses, maybe you have tried this, it's not working. Don't give up, just hold on. There is a God, there is a living God. He knows your future, he knows what you want in life. But what I want to tell Christians is that don't live in fantasy life. Go there outside, face reality. Begin that company. You have zero income, begin that office in your house. Keep on calling clients. Believe in yourself. Greed and build it. You'll get there.
Beautiful.
God bless you.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Christine. It was great to interact with you.
Thank you.
I believe you learned from us. Don't give up. Do it. My name is Beatrice Chuchu. See you next week. God bless you.
Amen.